Hi everyone, welcome to Radical Angel Esoterica. So you've seen by the title of the video, I just wanted to get this out for everyone. This is for all signs and we're just looking through the shadows right now, guys. I've got my angels here saying little prayers. I'd like to invoke the protection of Mother Mary, Queen of Angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael at this time to protect this reading for you. This is supposed to be supportive, so the whole point of this reading is to get some answers about the shadows. There's a lot of unknowns right now, and we're kind of all in this together. So let's do something called Through the Shadows spread. It's a 7-card spread. For the record, I did this yesterday and it didn't record properly, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again for you. It is currently March 19th, 2020. Happy first day of spring, everybody. I hope this finds everyone in good spirits and in good health. Thanks to everyone out there doing all the hard work to help make everyone safe, both in our supply chains for food, most importantly, and then ultimately for the people taking care of the children and for everyone involved with the healthcare system right now. Just thank you, everybody. All right, March 19th, 2020, we are doing a Through the Shadows spread. This is meant to be helpful and healing for everyone watching. And I would give this a timeline between March 19th and April 19th. Through the Shadows. Unless it's flipping upright, I'm not going to read it. Give me a few minutes to shuffle. I'm going to shuffle until I normally get the feeling that I do before I lay the cards to cut the deck, and then we'll move right ahead. So just bear with me here, guys. Through the Shadows spread for the general public. So something having to do with the work world and being creative about options, plans, or coworkers. We'll see if it shows up in the reading today. Through the Shadows. General messages for the public. Here we go, guys. Okay. Okay. So I know you can all see what I've just pulled out here, or what the deck has offered. The first card is the World. We are in this together, dear friends. There is a lot of information that is missing or not forthcoming, feels tricky. Just looking at the Seven of Swords here, I'm going to put this up a little bit. I want a little bit of space between these cards. There is a definitive sort of pattern to these cards here, so I'm going to try to put this up here a little bit, stick to the pattern as much as possible. This actually goes down here. Look at that. First of all, 2 7s. I'm not opposed to picking this up and seeing what's 2 7s. Unless we get another 7, I'm not going to say too much about it. I am just going to say that the 7s really are about revision or realignment or reassessment. And we're both looking at communication and how we feel about something. I just want to put that out there. I'm going to pull this in a little bit tighter so you can see her. Okay. Okay. Really happy to see the sun come out. Okay. I was just saying. Now, yes, bottom of the deck. No general spread calls for the bottom of the deck energy. However, if you've been watching my channel for a while, for the past several years, you'll know that I'm rather obsessed with the bottom of the deck. So there's our third 7, folks. And we are looking at contracts and alliances. Contracts and alliances are going to be, I would say, part of this reading, involved, associated to some degree here, folks. So I regret if this isn't really straight for you. I do mean for it to be straight for you. Let's just dive into it. let's see what's going on. The world, right? The world is really in the first position, unsurprisingly. And, you know, when we're doing the shadow work here, something's beguiling. Something is distracted. There's some illusion. There's some confusion here. So this is really going to talk about the reflection of the truth. Okay, this is our truth. This is what we consider to be what we're experiencing right now. And yeah, the whole world is in this together. The heroes are really showing themselves. The people who don't take other people's health seriously are really showing themselves. People are really proving themselves right now as a world effort. And I must say, from where I sit in East Coast Canada, I'm seeing just a lot more heroes than anyone else right now. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. You might even be one of them if you're watching it and you're helping other people any way you can, you know, in a practical and meaningful level right now. It's really important. So the whole world is being affected. We are in this together. Major turnover is also accounted for here within the world. I would say it's sort of a leveling up of the Wheel of Fortune, for example, which is sort of a lucky card, right? It's like the Wheel of Fortune, something's moving in your favor. The world is really, you know, like more than I would say a chapter ending. I would say, you know, that the covers on this book could be closing. A whole new world could be opening up for us. There is a dawning that's available here. It is nice to see it in conjunction in the same spread as the sun, because the whole new world that's opening up could offer brand new possibilities in a very positive sense. So I don't see anything overarchingly you know, scary or anything here. I do see something positive coming out of this, but again, we're looking, you know, within 30 days here, something very positive could occur. It could even be that the end of a very large, you know, depressing thought process, or something that we would like to have concluded is finally over. We have some positive Jupiter energy over here, so this could turn out to be positive. So let's get into the position here of, you know, the deepest inner fear or of the situation at this moment, that if we're not careful can pull us down or stop progress. And here's where we're looking at disinformation, lack of information, tricky, someone being tricky. This could be control of information, trying to get away with something, gambling. You know, the Seven of Swords actually has a lot of energy associated with it. It can, and it's not always negative, right? It really does depend on what it's surrounded by and certainly which position it is in. But I really do feel that this helps sums up what's going on for most people right now. There's just a lot of unknowns. Now, we don't have the moon here necessarily, so there's nothing sort of veiled or in the shadows, nothing that we can't get to the root of here, but this is information and communication centered. We see it again here with some more Swords energy, where we're looking at communication, information, maybe even data. So this does seem to be a shared concern right now, guys. These are going to be read together, just like these two here. Now, these are read in the position of external fears, okay? So these are external fears, distractions, and illusions. So these could keep people from seeing their real path or leading in the wrong direction. Now, at this front, this is something that could be familiar to you, and on this front, this could be something that's unknown that could be helpful to you. And it's really nice, right? So something familiar could be a lot of options, and we're seeing this here. So how we're feeling about, say, tricky information or unknown information at this time is that we have a lot of options. There's a lot to choose from. We really don't know where to go. This is, so speaking about the moon card just a moment ago, there is, I would say, not in terms of major arcana energy, but there is a sense of illusion or disillusionment or a fantasy that is involved with the Seven of Cups. However, so there could just be, and I mean, we are left in this position, frankly, right? Many of us where we sort of have to make things up or try to put piece things together at this point, but it's affecting how we feel. Nothing overarchingly negative at this point though. I feel like most people are trying to stay positive, right? The Seven of Cups is just a lot of options. There's a lot to choose from. But again, some of it could be fantastical, some of it could be illusion, and ultimately though, not negative, not, powerfully damaging or negative. Here with the Patience, right? So the author of this deck called it the Patience. It is Temperance. Temperance is extremely important right now. It's also considered the Alchemist's card, and it is a major. So we do have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas, the 2 being here, and then of course Temperance here. This is Jupiter ruled, and because Sagittarius is highlighted with the Knight of Wands here, this is Jupiter ruled. Next to some Leo energy or Sun energy, there is a lot of positive energy here, guys, believe it or not. There is expansive energy, and around here, like, this could really expand to create a lot of options, a lot of opportunities, a lot of ideas, a lot of ways to feel about something. So if you find it overwhelming, I would say rein some of that in, maybe distract yourself with more practical efforts. We don't have any pentacles here, for example. So something, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel stressed out, if you feel like, your mind needs to be occupied somehow, I might even suggest, strictly because of what I'm not seeing in the reading today, I would suggest trying something practical. Try meals, try, a manicure, try, I know this may seem boring or, even unglamorous at this point, but like house cleaning, maybe picking up a book, maybe just, occupying your mind in some way that's really helpful. You could even draw. If you're a creative person, there is a lot of creativity here. This might be a good opportunity for you just to throw some ideas out and just be creative at this time. But nonetheless, there's a lot of potential here to bring something to life that doesn't already exist, right? So with Temperance and with the alchemical energy that it contains within it, and here with, an ending and a very new beginning, a whole new world opens up for you. It could be that we have to invent something here, and maybe this is what's going on. There's a lot of opportunity to create something very positive from the heart, or that is well-meaning. But it looks like it will become realized out of something that doesn't already exist. So, and we see this here, right, with this new child, a new opportunity, the success or victory or, life-affirming energy here with the Sun, or a win, however you want to look at the Sun card in this position where, being creative. And I know we don't have any 3s, right, which really talks about, the beginning of a creative potential. But here with the Seven of Cups, with a lot of maybe misinformation or missing information, or even just a sense of trickery, or just not knowing everything at this time, or gambling with information or communication, this is really nice to see here. We stand a chance of creating something brand new out of something that, currently remains in the shadows right now. So I would even get excited at this time over that, right? In terms of creative potential and positive outcomes. So again, we're going to read these 2 together as well. So this is going to refer to the light on your path and a shadow that may be overlooked. So the light on your path is really wonderful, right? This is a lot of passion. It's a lot of lighthearted, spirited energy. This is a very honest energy, someone who's interested in accessing the truth and in, relaying truth, right? It is also a knight. So this person could be a Sagittarian individual, or it could just be a younger fire sign individual than you. This person has a lot of positive news, right? But they're very passionate, and it could be very exciting energy or news. With regard to what may be hidden that we've overlooked is the Ten of Swords. So a completion, something needed to end here, something with regard to communication or the mind. So I would say from out of the shadows of, say, a sense of gambling, trickery, misinformation, There's a sense of maybe we know what it is now. Maybe we can move ahead passionately and honestly, and even graciously. Remember, this is Jupiter ruled. This is expansive energy. It talks about beauty and truth. Okay, this is extremely potent energy, and if this is something we've overlooked, maybe it's time, I'm just suggesting, there could be an opportunity here to leave something behind. I think we have to close the door on something, either outdated information, an old way of thinking, an old way of processing information or communicating itself, or data gathering, that type of thing. But again, very positive. I think we just have to wrap our minds around what to do with the information and you know, move in a positive direction with it, because, you know, the nature of the path you're meant to be on at this time, or your guide at this time for the next 30 days, everybody, is the sun, right? As you saw. Now, this is glorious success. This could literally be a birth, okay? I do want to put this out there. I think it is a little bit different than, say, the Empress, that is life-giving. You know, the Empress, the number 3 card, for example, is really about actual procreation. It's very feminine energy, as opposed to the Sun. This is masculine energy. The Empress would be ruled by Venus, which is about, you know, obviously love and beauty, as opposed to the Sun, which is 5th house. This is Leo ruled, this is Sun ruled, but this is spiritual advancement as well. The Sun also speaks to an actual child, as opposed to, say, the Empress giving birth, which is what I was just saying a moment ago. So there could be a new person on the scene with regard to coming out of the shadows at this time. There could be someone who is considered a hero at this time, because the 5th house does rule children, creativity, it rules romance, you know, adventure, and the spirit, right? This is will to power. So I think there might even be an opportunity for individuals, right? People who care, people who are interested in doing the right thing, people who are supportive of others and willing to take something from nothing, right? Remember the alchemy over here. Things that don't even look related, or like they would have worked in the past, or that we'd even considered in the past, could be the difference between success and failure at this time. So I really think taking something from nothing, changing our minds about the way something works here that is affecting the world, is going to create a very, very positive outcome. I'm really pleased that I did this reading again, I'll be honest with you. Not that the first reading that didn't record properly yesterday wasn't nice. I just find this a little bit more helpful. So there's a reason, I guess, I did this again, but all the same, very, very loving. I would also suggest as well that this person is very giving. I mean, their animal is the lion. There's something very majestic about this type of energy. There's something, there could even, I'm really just sort of running with some words right now, not really thinking about what I'm saying, but I really just realized what I was about to say. There could be some savior energy here. I'm just putting that out there. Reluctant to say Messiah, but there is savior energy here. I might leave it here, guys. There could be the dawning. I'm going to finish by saying there's definitely the dawning of a new day, okay? Something very, very positive is going to come out of all of this. So I really hope this was helpful for you. It was for me. I was happy to do this for you all. If you want more readings like this for the next few weeks, I'm probably going to be home, so I can do that. You do get a daily free reading on my Instagram every day, however, so you can check up with daily readings. They are general, but you know, with considering what's going on in the world right now, I am applying it personally to what's going on in a general sense to what's going on in my own life. So you may find those helpful as well. And then, of course, you get bi-weeklies and extended monthly readings for your particular sign on my channel. Check those out. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the reading or have some comments about it, please leave those below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video, everyone. Take excellent care of yourselves, okay, everybody? Bye for now.